I was on the Fox fishing a bridge, and I marked a whole lot of fish, and I was trying to catch them. And the guy motored over and went right over the fish I was trying for, and he looked up at me and he said, "There's a lot of fish there." And then I thought, well, no kidding, that's why I'm here. But the funny part was he reminded me of a neighbor down south.
Stoppers!
Now, he didn't just look like that guy. I'm pretty sure it was that guy. This is my first fishing vlog, and it doesn't include any fishing. This is my first fishing vlog. I went up to Green Bay, on the Fox River. Everybody says they're catching a lot of walleyes, so I thought I'd go try it. I've only been out 2 times in the spring and haven't had a whole lot of success either time. I'd fished from shore, both before I got the boat in. While I lived in De Pere for a little while, I'd stop and I'd fish, and I got a few nice walleyes that way. It just seems like there were people all over the place, so it was hard to really get a rhythm going. And it was a shakeout cruise. It was the first time I had my boat out for the year. I wanted to make sure everything still worked, and I didn't need to get it in for service, and all that went very well. I was skunked. I didn't catch any fish. It really didn't bother me. Like I said, it was just a shakeout cruise, and I was just happy getting the boat in the water, and it was 50-degree day. It was beautiful, so I was really happy with that. But then you get that twinge. You feel bad. It's like everybody's catching walleyes, and I'm not. What's wrong with me? I was out there for the enjoyment of it, but when other people are catching fish and you're not, let's face it, it's not all that enjoyable. When I docked the boat, I asked around. I asked 4 people, and 2 of them said they caught 1, and 2 of them said they caught 0. So I wasn't really alone. I got a couple nibbles. I was fairly confident that I was close to the fish. I was definitely marking fish. But I didn't really want to go with the whole crowd. I could have anchored up next to somebody and watched them and see if they're catching fish. So how do you know how many fish people are really catching? You see people post on Lake Link that they caught a bunch, and you see people making videos on YouTube, and they're all, they're pulling fish in one after another. But how many hours did they put in either to get those fish or to pre-fish, to actually find those fish and to tune it so you can catch fish? I've had the experience on Lake Winnebago, the lake I mostly fish, that I can go a day or 2 without really catching a fish, or I'll catch 1 or 2. But then when I pattern them and I figure out where they are, what they're doing, what they bite on, I can catch a lot of fish. So I could, if the first 2 days I wouldn't make a video, and if I made a video the last day, you'd almost get the wrong impression. It almost seems like you should leave the boat ramp, motor out to a spot, and catch fish, and that's really not the way it is. I mean, you have to know the spots, you have to know how they're relating to the spots, and you have to know the techniques to catch them. And all that is difficult. Like I said, I was skunked, and add to that, I left my GoPro in the truck. I spent a lot of time scouting. I looked for fish up and down the river. I went almost to the metro ramp from Fox Point. Definitely found where there were fish. You're never quite sure what they are. There are quite a few white fish in the system, and they, for all intents and purposes, they look a lot like walleyes, so you can't really tell. Catching walleyes is still a skill. I don't care how many are around. You have to find them, you have to know how to catch them, so you've got both location and technique. And some days you have it, some days you don't. The other thing I forgot during the shakeout cruise, I forgot to put the running lights back in my boat. I remembered everything else, but I didn't put the running lights in. They're still leaning against the storage unit where I store my boat. Otherwise, I would have stayed out till late to troll. It's something I really enjoy doing, trolling, and especially trolling at night. Hit the like button if you like the video. Comment if you want to participate in the discussion, and hit the subscribe button